Hello again, it's Tuesday and I have another layout for you. This one is pretty fun, pretty simple, and came along very quickly. It is a lovely picture of my daughter London, and I just took a piece of White American Craft cardstock and I used my border punch and added a strip of scrap paper on the back side, and then I thought it needed just a little more touch of color, and so I added another little strip. So I was trying to come up with ways to use up my scraps. We all have a goal to do that, right? We don't want to throw them away. So I did come up with an idea of just kind of using a soft color palette and taking strips of paper that were somewhat similar in size and just adding them along the top to make my own background. And you're going to see that I sew those down with the magic of video. They're all sewn down, and I am just scruffing up the edges. I guess scruffing is a word. Scrunching, maybe. Um, yeah, but I'm just kind of making it messy and fun and easy. I'm so happy to have my sewing machine back. I can't begin to tell you. I've been sewing on everything. This was done back in February, so I do have my notes. Hopefully I won't forget anything. But that's a selfie that my daughter took. As many of you, as well, for those of you that follow me or have for a while, you know that I stalk my children's Instagram and then I print off their pictures annually so that I have a somewhat of a diary of their life through their eyes at that stage. And so, of course, she's got her hip pushed out and she's looking all cute, very teenager type selfie pose. And I just thought it was adorable, very on trend, in the mirror, taking her own picture. So it kind of tells you the era, I guess. And so I just pulled one of my frames from my scrap pile stash and some of my um, more little scrappy papers, and I backed the photo. And I really wanted to use that Kaisercraft bicycle. That collection's called My Year, My Story, and it comes black and white, so it's just kind of begging to be watercolored. It's kind of how I looked at it anyway. So I just took out my little cheap watercolors and decided to paint the bicycle and make some splatters on the background. And because those are the cheap little Artist Loft watercolors, they dry down very, very soft and very, very pretty. In fact, I'm not sure that you can even tell in this video that those wheels are actually a light pink, but they are. And then I went ahead and did the splatters with that darker pink color. So I'm going to pop that bicycle up and add it because she is a teenager, so I thought it was very appropriate. And then I grabbed these stickers from, they're actually chipboard stickers, and they're the new Amy Tangerine, and it's called On a Whim. That's what I was trying to think of. And it says, do your thing, and that's pretty much what she's doing. She's doing her thing. I don't remember where I got the flare from because I just kind of throw those all together, but I do know some of the stickers I pull from will be from Maggie Holmes Bloom that you see me adding there. I also pull from Pebbles at the Lake Summer Collection, which I think matches perfectly with these colors. I'm not sure I use one of these poolside collections. I don't think I do. Now I'm going back to the Maggie Holmes, adding a little bit of banners and just some stickers I think match. That's also from the Pebbles sticker sheet. And it was summer, so that was appropriate. And I just handmade that little bow. I've got so much ribbon. I really want to come up with a new layout that involves ribbon, and I've got some ideas for some new series, and I also pulled from my stash these really old buttons. I mean, who doesn't have a ton of buttons from, I mean, if you've been scrapbooking a while, maybe you don't if you're new to the scrapbook scene, but I have a ton of buttons, not to mention I love to um, sew, and that was originally I was a cross stitch girl and a quilter before scrapbooking, but I've always been artsy, so done a little bit of everything. Crochet and tatting and all sorts of things. So here I'm just adding my journaling. I am using the Illustrated Faith pen, and it doesn't work that great on the textured cardstock. I'm trying out a new pen that is an extra fine pilot point, and I'll have to pull it from my new purchases because it's got a very fine point, and I think it's going to be a really good pen for journaling. I'm going to have to test that out and let you know, but um, yeah, I'm just adding that she's doing the supermodel pose, and this was ninth grade, and it's kind of what teenagers do now. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the layout, and I appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now.